Next, let's talk about branching strategies. Let's first discuss the different workflow types. Centralized uses a central repository to serve as the single point of entry for all changes to the project. Instead of trunk, the default development branch is called master, and all changes are committed into this branch. This workflow doesn't require any other branches besides master. Feature branching is where all feature development takes place in a dedicated branch instead of the master branch. This encapsulation makes it easy for multiple developers to work on a particular feature without disturbing the main codebase. It also means the master branch should never contain broken code, which is a huge advantage for continuous integration environments. Git flow branching is a strict branching model designed around the project release. This workflow doesn't add any new concepts or commands beyond what's required for the feature branch workflow. Instead, it assigns very specific roles to different branches and defines how and when those roles should interact. Forking workflow is where every developer uses a server-side repository locally on their dev machines. As each of these are considered, teams need to evaluate the workflow. There needs to be questions asked to understand which works best for any given scenario you may be trying to account for. Questions such as, does a given workflow scale with team size? Is it easy to undo mistakes or errors within a given workflow? And does a given workflow impose any unnecessary overhead for the team? So, inside of a feature branch workflow, you've got your master branch. All feature development should take place in a dedicated branch instead of the master branch. I'm walking through the flow. Encapsulating feature development uses pull requests, which are a way to initiate discussions around a branch share feature with others without touching any official code. The Git flow workflow is great for a release-based software workflow. Git flow offers a dedicated channel for hot fixes to production. You start with a master branch. A develop branch is created from master. A release branch is created from develop. Feature branches are also created from develop. When a feature is complete, it is merged into the development branch. And when a release branch is done, it is merged into the master. If there's an issue detected, a hotfix branch is created from the master. Once the hotfix is complete, it is merged to both develop and master. Forking branch workflow gives every developer their own server-side repository. Each contributor has not one, but two Git repositories, a private local repository, and a public server-side repository. This is most often seen in public open source projects. Contributions can be integrated without the need for everybody to push into a single central repository. Typically, this follows a branching model based on the Git workflow. And developers are using forked repositories with the git clone command.